Hello, today we're going to talk about the volume of a cone. Alright, the formula for the volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r squared times the height. This is basically what the cone looks like. Your radius is still the radius of your circle, that is the bottom of the cone, and your height is just directly from the circle up to the tip of the cone. Alright, here's our first example. Again, I wrote out everything over here that I need: volume, radius, height, and our pi is going to equal 3.14. Alright, so this is my height from the center of the circle at the bottom all the way up to the tip of it. So that's 10. My radius is the same thing it's always been for the radius of the circle. So it's from the very middle of the base out to the edge, which is 6. So we're looking for the volume. So when we write this in, volume equals 1/3 times 3.14 times 6 squared times 10. Now if you don't have a calculator, just leave pi as pi and not 3.14. But if you have a calculator, go ahead and throw it in there. So I'm going to leave the 1/3 and the 3.4 for my calculator. But I will do out 6 squared is 36 times 10 gives me 360. Now I'm going to do the rest with a calculator. So when I put it in the calculator, it'll be 360 times 3.14 times 1 divided by 3, which is 376.8. Then it's still, I'm just going with units cubed. So all you have to do is just multiply everything together. The real trick here is making sure you know what's what, and then being able to multiply it correctly afterwards. This isn't too difficult. Well, that's your first example. All right, here's your example number 2. My height is 10. This time I'm going to leave pi as pi. My radius is 3, so I'm looking for my volume. So when I plug this in, volume equals 1/3 pi times 3 squared times 10. 3 squared gives me 9 times the 10. So 90 pi times 1/3. 1/3 times 90, that gives me 30 pi. Here's your answer. Then if you want to get the full thing, just multiply 30 by pi. But all I did was just plug in everything I need into the formula and then solve. Alright, for our third example, we're going to make pi 3.14 again. But this time, I'm giving you the diameter, not the radius. The diameter is all the way across, so the radius is half the diameter. So our radius here is 5, because it's half that whole thing. Our height is 8, and we're looking for the volume. So volume equals 1/3 times pi, or times 3.14, times 5 squared, times your height of 8. Alright, so 8 times 25 gives us 200. That's these two multiplied. Then I do 200 times 3.14. Gives me 1/3 of 628. Gives me 209.3. Alright, that was how to do a very quick video on how to do the volume of a cone. It's not very difficult, it's just about understanding and plugging what you need in. Hope this helps, and good luck.